Hello, YouTube. It is exactly 2:17 in the morning and I still can't sleep. So I thought I'd make another video. And I'm just going to talk about random stuff now because I'm bored. Uh-huh. And I'm going to get away from the bigenderism stuff for right now. And so, first topic. I just watched the Cowboy Bebop movie. Cowboy Bebop, if you've heard of it, is an excellent anime. Great voice acting, great animation, great story, yeah. Superb. And the music is like epic. And the movie was really good. I enjoyed it. It was definitely true to the show, obviously. Same voice actors, thank goodness. But except for one actress in there, I thought, wow, she's in there, cool. Jennifer Hale did the voice of Elektra on it. She's a good voice actor. She did the voice of Bastila Shan in Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, one of my all-time favorite video games, and I thought it was pretty cool to hear her voice in that movie. And and speaking of KOTOR, I've been playing that lately, and again, and same old great game. I remember if you've ever beaten it, um, it has one of the greatest plot twists in gaming history. So awesome, and you find out the truth and all, with the whole plot twist. You're like, oh my gosh, cool. Yeah, it, it is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna spoil it though, because that would be wrong of me to do. I hate I hate having things spoiled to me and all. I don't like that. So I'm not gonna spoil it for you, my viewers. But that game is excellent. So good. And of course, the combat system's kind of outdated. Dragon Age just got better combat system now, and they're kind of similar. In KOTOR 2, the second game I've been playing that too, the Sith Lords is it doesn't have near as good of a story. The ending sucks in it, but it has better gameplay than the first game, which made me happy about it. Like that, it it like when you're in battle, your health automatically replenishes when you're not fighting, which is good. Because in the first game you had to use the med packs to heal yourself, or the Force, and if you're in a big battle against Tusken Raiders on Tatooine, which is like one of the hardest battles I've fought in that game, and you and one or two other Jedi, and you run out of Force powers, you are screwed if you don't have enough med packs. Those things are tough to kill. Whew. But yeah, that game is excellent. And that's it. I think I'm gonna go on the movies now. My favorite movie I've seen this year, probably my favorite movie since Watchmen, is Toy Story 3. It was superb. I loved it. Very true to the original. Same, all of the original voice actors. That made me happy. Really good movie. Story was great. Although it was kind of dark, I'll kind of warn you. It's kind of dark. I'm not gonna say why, but it's got some dark elements in it that, like, I don't know. I don't think I'm really gonna when I have children one day. I don't think I'm gonna let them watch it until they're a little bit older. Obviously, it's not inappropriate, but then again, it does have some inappropriate content in there, hidden stuff that only we adults get, which is why I love animated stuff that, like, cartoons like SpongeBob, and they have all this hidden content in there that kids don't get. They don't get it, but we do. We adults and teenagers get it. That's really cool. So that's what I liked about the movie. It had the jokes were great. Oh my gosh, it was great. So that's my favorite movie this year, and I don't know if anything else this year will top it. I can't tell. Maybe I haven't been paid attention to enough movies lately to really say, but it was Toy Story 3 was fantastic. If you have not seen it, go see it. Excellent. Toy Story 2 kind of sucked. 1 was a classic, but this one, I don't know why I'd ever say this. I didn't think I'd ever say it, but I thought it was better than the original. That's a pretty big thing to say, I know. Pretty arguable, but I loved it. It was great. So, And tomorrow I'm gonna go see Despicable Me with some friends. That Steve Carell's new movie, that animated one about the guy stealing all the national monuments at the pyramid. Funny preview. And it looks interesting because there's a villain as the main character. That'll be cool. And yeah, I guess I'll go to music now. Lately I've been listening to a lot of classical music. I never thought I would get like it so much, but I love it. It's really, really good. And believe it or not, like if you listen to the Baroque period, which was from 1600 to 1750, just after the Renaissance, the music in that, like Bach and Vivaldi and Purcell and all of them, they all have like their music is like got elements in there that like later on would go on to inspire rock and roll. Because the Baroque period in music was all about the stressed bass line. That was cool. Of course, I am a bassist and I play the bass guitar. But I thought it was. I think the music's really good. And the classical era is pretty good too after that, 1750 to 1800. Very short era, but it was good too. But I mean, out of the three most famous composers, Bach and, Mozart and Beethoven, I think my favorite's Bach. But then Beethoven's pretty good too. I like Mozart, but I don't know. Bach and Beethoven are cooler. They're cooler. And I liked the classical music's pretty good. The Four Seasons was by Vivaldi is pretty awesome. I've just been listening to this because I'm taking a music appreciation class in college, and it's a really interesting class, and I feel good to finally branch out a little bit out of rock and roll. Obviously, I love rock; it's my favorite, but it feels pretty good to listen to the stuff that would go on to inspire and other stuff. Obviously, blues and jazz would go. Obviously, blues would go on to inspire rock more than just classical, but classical's got those elements in there that I don't know that if it weren't for classical music, a lot of that stuff would never exist. But I think it's pretty cool, and been listening to that, and kind of just whatever I feel like listening to, Metallica, the Doors, and Beatles and stuff like that. But I'm wearing a new T-shirt right now. I got a Soundgarden T-shirt. I'm like really happy that they finally got back together at last. It took them long enough. Thank you, Chris Cornell, for finally realizing that you suck without your bands. Audioslave is good, but Soundgarden is legendary. So I'm pretty stoked that Soundgarden is back together. Finally, it is about freaking time. And yeah, I saw this in Hot Topic, this shirt, and I thought, wow, they actually have merchandise now. Because when they broke up, their record label dissolved and they were bought out, and then they couldn't make any merchandise. But I'm glad they have a T-shirt now. This was their first album. I forgot the title, but it was on Sub Pop Records, which is the record label I guess you can say invented the genre known as grunge and invented it. Although Soundgarden they were a metal band when they first started, though. If you listen to the early stuff before Bad Mother Finger and Super Unknown, it's very heavy. It's very heavy metal. It's cool, but I don't know. Super Unknown, that's a classic album. You can't get any better than that. Really good album. And so I guess I'm pretty much done here. This has been a fun video. I need to make more of these. And William, we need to make more videos, my friend. So that's it. May the force be with you, and have a good day, people. Thank you for watching, and bye.